Hey guys, Katy Perry coming at you here, guys. I'm gonna go fly.
Then I'm cold. I'm yes, then I'm no.
That's totally going on there. You know that is. Anyways, enough of the shenanigans, party people. All right, so the break-in procedure has been done on El Motero. I don't know if this is looking at the correct thing, but yeah, anyways. Braking procedure's done. Gray XC head is on. This is the first flight of anybody in the U.S. flying an XC motor, apparently, according to old Laurent Forgood. Now, I did have one fouled plug upon breaking in the motor so far. I did my 30 minutes on the ground. I do my 10 minutes of 6,000 RPMs in the sky, because let's be honest, that's a climb is what that is. So I do my 6,000 RPMs in the sky. We're gonna do our warm-up, and then we're gonna get this thing airborne, and we're gonna do a short flight so we can double check it on the ground afterwards. The motor feels light. This is the first flight on this motor with the new XC head. Actually, this first flight since the rebuild, since the video you guys saw, which I don't know if I'll post that before or after because I want to get this XC video out. This thing isn't available for purchase in the United States for another 2 weeks. So, according to Laurent Forgood, sorry if I hacked your name up, buddy. You're a great man. So, this isn't going to be released for another 2 weeks in the United States. I am the first owner of such a magnificent thing, which we are about to find out the magnificence of it in the skies together. And I'll give you guys my honest review of what I think about it and whether or not I'm going to keep flying it or switch back to the original head. We shall see. And one thing I'll notice, guys, I don't know if you can see the tachometer here, but one thing I've always seemed to find is whenever the spark plug starts cutting out, at least on these specific tachometers, the RPMs jumps all over the place whenever you're having issues with your spark plug. So if your motor is running rough and you look at your tachometer and it's not holding fairly consistent RPMs, this is what I call fairly consistent, you know. I'm talking jumping thousands of RPMs just for no reason. It is a good indicator that your spark plug is fouling out and is not sparking across the gap like it's supposed to. So I would say check that, and at the very least clean off your spark plug. If that doesn't do the trick, then just replace it. Clip in. This is the first flight back in 2 weeks, guys, because I have been out of the state in Montana with my girly friend for the last week. And yeah, it's been just a work situation since then. So given everything with the travel days and whatnot, this is my first flight back. All right, so things seems good. We're just gonna walk into it. We are up. There's 5,600 RPMs. And that's our 6,000. And we're gonna hold it at 6,000 for a while here. Get ourselves some elevation, letting the motor do its 10-minute braking period. Stow the brakes for a second so I can pay attention to my watch. So 7:14, I'm supposed to climb until 7:14. I'm gonna be really high up in the air if I do a full 10-minute climb, but that's the plan. Here we come, elevation! Here we come! All right, so we've got ourselves a bunch of elevation. I did the 10 minutes of braking at 6,000 RPMs. I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of acro here and lose some elevation again. There we are! Where is everybody? Where are my friends? Alright, so what we have to do is we have to ground this thing, which luckily it's been an easy launch scenario kind of day, so I'm not too upset about it. Even though I don't want to land, I want to keep flying. But that's what we have to do, just to make sure everything's alright. I don't want to burn up my beauty. She's so sweet. We're gonna land her, and then we're gonna take off again. And I'm gonna guess Bart's gonna have this thing on record, so we're gonna try to land it right next to his little thingy there. Too shabby. Alright guys, we're doing this thing up proper. So we did our 10 minutes at 6,000 RPMs. We're going to refer to our checklist, see what we're supposed to do next, and I think I get to take off again and do glorious things. And that's the plan. I did all my checks. I pulled the plug. The plug looks fantastic. I enriched the mixture just a tiny little bit, so I'm at like 1 turn plus about 7 minutes, I'd say. So, just because the plug didn't look overly dark, and I'd rather it be overly dark than not dark enough. So, we're erring on the side of caution. We have taken back off. There is Drew. We're going to go say hello to Drew. Bart's over there. We're going to go say hello to my friends. Make sure I'm recording. Yes. Okay, we're going to go say hello to my friends. And we're going to carry on this merry journey. So, I did a 10-minute flight. It was maybe slightly over that because I had to do my 10-minute climb, so it was like 12 minutes maybe. But the manual said 10 to 20 minutes. Do the 10 minutes at the 6,000 RPMs, which I did. Everything seems great. The engine seems to be running wonderfully. It responds beautifully to inputs. Everything seems wonderful. So, we're going to go have some fun with these dudes. We just have to basically, if we go to full throttle, which we can, because everything looks fine, we're just supposed to not hold it for more than 30 seconds for the first few hours of flying, I believe. That's the scenario. So that's what we're going to do. The motor is running like an absolute dreamer at the moment. And I took the head off after, I don't know if I told you guys, but I took the head off after I did my 30-minute run-in, and everything was beautiful, super smooth, baby butt smooth. So here we are. We're just going to have fun with these dudes for a second and get used to the way this engine feels. So I can just tell you right off the gates, thought my Tornado engine seemed rather smooth anyways, so I don't know if I noticed a whole lot of difference, honestly. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, different engine. I don't know. It does feel like it's a little bit more gradual to its full potential, full throttle maybe, which is a fine characteristic. I wouldn't say, I don't know, I guess, okay, so here's my thing. I'm running the 3-blade 140 centimeter prop, which I think smooths out the engine quite a lot. So, there are some issues that come along with the big, huge prop like I have, and one thing is it can grab your lines of your paraglider really easily because the cage doesn't shield it that much because it's so close to the tips of the cage. And I have the larger, I believe, 150 centimeter cage. So, just food for thought. But I never thought my motor seemed unsmooth. Uh-oh. She seems to be pretty good. So this road is currently closed off, which never happens, so we can do this. All right. Now let's have some fun. This is what we want to do. Cut her up like a psychopath. See if we can swoop right down in there. Fresh motor. Oh, there's a beautiful bird. Don't worry about me, guy. Just don't get my prop wash. That would not be fun. This is what I've been missing, baby. This is what I've been missing. Where it is, baby in the engine. No full RPMs. I'm gonna have to do a long-term review, but so far I like it. I would say smoother. I'd say it's smoother, but like I said, if you're running a big 3-blade prop, I don't know if it's worth the investment. Mind you, I don't know what the investment is. I just ordered it. Well, okay, so I can tell you, I'm pretty sure it's 190 euros. I'm pretty sure 190 euros, if I remember correctly, which translates to about, I don't know, 225 bucks. So I bought a cylinder, a piston, and a head, and it cost me $800. So, if you guys are in the market and you need all that stuff, it's 800 bucks. I'm pretty sure you're probably looking at $225 for the head. I think the jug is close to $500, and then well, the piston, that makes up the difference, about 100 bucks. So, yeah, I'd say that is probably what you're dealing with. Now, would I change it? If I had a perfectly good head, probably not. If you have a 2-blade prop and you feel like your motor is too sporadic, too zippy, too, oh my gosh, yes, I would change it. So, that is my initial first impressions review of the new, brand spanking new Air Conception AC, or whatever it is, XC cross-country head. So I'm allowed to go full throttle, and I'm getting 6,900 RPMs, which, honestly, that's all I ever got before. The fuel efficiency, I can see where that would be nice and beneficial. However, the way I'm running my carburetor right now, it's probably not going to make much of a difference. I mean, the setting is the setting, I assume, so I can't imagine it pulls in less gas unless you have it set to leaner. So, that being said, I'm probably burning about the same amount of gas as I was before, but I don't know for sure. She seems smooth, though. I'm pleased. I'm gonna fly with my buddies. Smooth up on the throttle. I mean, it's smooth. It's simply smooth. I'd say it's smoother. I would say it's smoother. Vibration might be a little bit less, but I don't know. I might just be looking for things, you know? It's hard to say. Vibration might be a little less. My mid-range seems nice and smooth. I like the way it runs mid-range. So far, I like it. Yeah, you can still get a weird harmonic at around 4,800 RPMs that vibrates your back real, kind of like a shiatsu back massager, even though I think that's just a foot massage, but I don't know. We're gonna call it a shiatsu back massager, because I don't know any cool Japanese names for back massagers if it isn't shiatsu. Bakiatsu. Stupid. It's just stupid. So we're gonna go ahead and swing down here. Bart's over there. We're gonna go ahead and do one of these, a hook turn, because I really like the hook turns. You get so many G-forces. It's fun. It's like that whole you go over a train tracks, lose your stomach kind of scenario, kind of. So if you don't lose your stomach, you get pushed down. It's like, oh! It's more like a roller coaster than a, yeah, which makes way more sense. But yeah, I don't know. She seems to run great. 4,500 RPMs we're cruising at right now. She purrs like a kitten. A very pleased milk-fed kitten. One that is not lactose intolerant, but one that thrives upon Mother Nature's beautiful quite substance. I don't know. That's weird to say, too. All right, it's time to go find Drew Barrymore. Dude, if my name was Moore, we'd have Drew, we'd have Barry, and Moore. But my name is Graham, so we have Drew Barry Graham. It's not quite the same ring. Drew Barry Graham. Is her full name Drew Barrymore? Is that like the one name, or is that first and last? Is it Drewberry? Is it Drew space Barry, middle name, Moore, last name? Or is it Drewberry? That's a good question. The thoughts of life that I'm having right now. I should be paying attention to flying. I'm too focused on how many names Drew Barrymore is. Is it all one word? In the comments below, please tell me how many words Drew Barrymore is. Is that the full name or just her first name? Alrighty, people. I'll do some acceleration things and deceleration things. She accelerates good. She decelerates smoothly. She goes to idle very nicely. Now back on the power again. Up to full throttle. Very smooth. I don't know. Feels smooth. Like I said, I didn't remember it not being smooth, but it does feel smooth. I would say it would be an interesting test on a two-blade prop, but I don't think that's going to happen for me. So I would still suggest, though, I say it is smoother than the original head. So if that's something that concerns you, get it. Like I said, Lauren Corogood has been excellent throughout the entire process. This is my second time having to rebuild this engine, but I still love it, and I will still fly it until the day that I can't fly it anymore. So, I don't know. I'm not sponsored. I just love the darn thing. It's good. But, yeah, so, first impressions, first person in the U.S. to have the motor, first U.S. test of the Tornado XC, signing out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. I will catch you guys on the next episode of this little paramotor man who flies things in the sky, mostly paragliders, sometimes kites, frisbees. I like throwing frisbees. You get the idea. Peace out, party people. Whoop, whoop.